What's up, everyone? Welcome to Pocket Pressure. Today we are discussing the Lions season so far. So far, the Detroit Lions are 4-1. Jared Goff leading this team to one of the best records in the league, tied for best actually, and we are power ranked number one by most professionals in that category. Jared Goff started off the season or with a loss against the Packers. Unfortunately, the Detroit Lions did lose to the Packers week 1, our division rival. Jared Goff 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception and an 88.6 passer rating. Not the greatest. Yards are good, touchdown, 1 touchdown's good, but that interception definitely did bring down his rating in there's a lot of factors, completion percentage. He did pretty good that game. Unfortunately, you don't want to lose to your division rival week 1. Definitely left a bad taste in our mouth. The fans, a lot of fans did believe last year was our last chance to win the Super Bowl. They thought weren't going to be good this year, and that game just proved them right in their minds. But Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions did not think that, and they came into week 2 with the mindset of winning, and they did. They faced the Chicago Bears, another division rival, and destroyed them. We won 52-21. That's a 31-point difference. That is crazy. Jared Goff did a phenomenal game that day, a lot better than against the Packers. He threw for 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 156.0 pass rating. That pass rating is high, largely due to the fact that he did not throw a single interception that game. So, Jared Goff definitely bounced back and proved to us that he is an MVP candidate. In my opinion, obviously, I don't think he will win it, but I think that depending how this season goes, he has a chance. Now, week 3, we go up against Baltimore, a very good team, and we win 38-30. That is a little bit closer, or actually a lot closer than our game against the Bears, but the Ravens are a good team. At least they were when Lamar Jackson was healthy. We did a phenomenal job containing Lamar Jackson, making him throw, and we played all around great. Jared Goff did do good. He threw for 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, and 103.6 passer rating. He did another good game that day. Obviously, not as good as against the Bears, but the Ravens' defense is a lot better than the Bears' defense. Now, coming off of that, we go against Cleveland. We win 34-10, a 24-point difference. Great game by the Detroit Lions. A little bit not as good as he was playing from Jared Goff. He had 168 yards, the lowest he has had all season. Two touchdowns, which is good, and 1 interception, only having that 86.7 passer rating, his lowest by far all season. So obviously you come off of a great game against Baltimore, a great game against Chicago, and you go little down against Cleveland. That isn't obviously such a bad thing. Cleveland does have a good defense, but against a team like Cleveland, you obviously want to do better, and in general, you want to do better. So I think Jared Goff definitely did not play to his best abilities of that game, but that is not my room to talk. I am not an NFL quarterback by any means. And then our last game so far, obviously we played the Kansas City Chiefs this week. We played Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Bengals, and we did end up winning. They kind of caught up to us at the end. We went 37-24. Great game, very fun to watch. We were kind of doing better in the first half, and then they ended up getting closer to our score in the second half. It was a little scary. Um, Jared Goff, Jared Goff did end up doing good that game, a lot better than he did against Cleveland. Going back to the 200s for passing yards, 258, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 153.0 passer rating. Jared Goff went back to almost the same stats he had against the Bears, against the Bengals. Obviously, both of those teams are not the greatest, but they are definitely teams that they have a defense. It's not the best. It is close to the worst, but any game where you have 3 to 5 touchdowns like he did in both of those games, I mean, you're playing phenomenal. Uh, and a lot of that is thanks to John Morton, our new offensive coordinator, who our old one, Ben Johnson, did end up leaving to go to the Bears, which we did end up beating the Bears, so that was a little fun, definitely while watching it. And Aaron Glenn, our former defensive coordinator, who also left last year to go to the Jets, who are also not having a great season. Everybody thought we were not going to be good due to us losing both of our coordinators, but we're doing good and their teams are not. Kelvin Shepard took over our role at defensive coordinator and is definitely doing good. Top 10 defense, that's great. Number 6. So having a top 10 defense at all is good. With a new coordinator, that's good. He's always hyped on the sideline when you see that. That's actually great to watch. And now that we're on the topic of defense, I want to talk about my favorite player personally, Aiden Hutchinson. He did, I believe, broke his tibia and fibula last year, which he missed most of the season due to that. But he was on pace to win Defensive Player of the Year, having more sacks than the most players did, even after being injured. He has had 5 sacks so far this season, which that is great. That's 1 per game. That's on pace to have 17 sacks this season, since there's 18 weeks and a bye week. Obviously, that is a lot to ask. 1 sack per game, basically. You're not. Chances are he's not going to get that. But with a player of his abilities, I honestly would not doubt it. And it's now doubting. A lot of people might be doubting us against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not many, since the Chiefs are 2-3. Not the best, especially since they did end up making the Super Bowl last year, but did lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. But people still think Patrick Mahomes is going to cook our secondary, which honestly he might. Terrion Arnold isn't playing the best, especially with all the fouls he's getting. But I think that players like Brian Branch will definitely be able to take control and shut Patrick Mahomes down. Other impact players like Travis Kelce, I think we have him covered. He is aging and not as good as he was in his prime, so I think we have him covered. So going against the Chiefs, I definitely think we will end up winning. I think our defense might let up a couple touchdowns due to just our secondary and how good Patrick Mahomes is in general. I think they'll probably at least get 14 on us. I think the final score will probably be like maybe 21-14, something in that range. Lions coming out on top, obviously, since we are the best team in football at the moment, according to the NFL and many other experts on NFL rankings. And in my opinion, I definitely will be doing a full ranking of all 32 teams, another video. So make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you know when that video comes out. Anyway, thanks for watching this video of Pocket Pressure. See you on the next one, and go Lions.